Jeff from Two Hacks Garage. Well, I'm back in my garage. It's been a really busy winter and spring. Have a whole lot of stuff going on in the background, including the Thunderbird, which is sitting over here. I have a whole lot of goodies coming for that. It's just not time to work on that yet. I got a new project coming up this summer that's going to involve my son. I gave a little teaser with a tunnel ram. So yeah, guys, you know what to expect with that. It's definitely not going to be stock. I've been helping Jimmy a lot with different engine builds, finishing up that 388 small block Chevy, and a myriad of other projects. You're probably wondering what I'm doing sitting here with a 351 Windsor on an engine stand in my garage. Well, it's simple. My friend Eddie, who's an unbelievable painter, he painted Todd's Camaro, which is absolutely gorgeous. He's been working on a 1968 Ford Torino GT fastback. It's a 4-speed car. It's got Kragers. It just screams old school. It's absolutely beautiful inside and out. And he came to me and said, hey, I got this engine I pulled out of it. It runs really good. Had to do a few things to it. But you know what? It doesn't look the part of the rest of the car. That's where I'm going to come in on this. What I'm going to do is just kind of give it a cosmetic restoration. It's got a bunch of old school goodies on it that I'm going to show you here in a few. But it's got a couple other things that we do need to address. So with this project, I'm going to help my friend Eddie make this look as good as the rest of the car. Let me show you what we got going on here. So like I said, yeah, it's a 351 cubic inch Windsor. It's going to be mated with a 4-speed transmission and a 68 Ford Torino fastback. And as you can see, it's got the really cool old HOLLEY cast valve covers, and it's also got a really cool old HOLLEY Street Dominator intake. That just screams old school, and we're going to want to be able to keep that. But if you look, it's got an Edelbrock carburetor, kind of a no-no with the rest of the HOLLEY stuff. So one of the first things first on this I know on a to-do list is, well, we're going to have to get ourselves a classic HOLLEY on there. But as you can see, it's got a little bit of grease, a little bit of grime, all that type of stuff on it. It's got the original exhaust manifolds, you know, some different plumbing issues going on. But you know what, guys? What we're going to do is I'm going to make a list of things that I know that's going to need to be done so we can get that ordered up. But in the meantime, I got some assembly, some disassembly to do on this to kind of see where we're at and what we need to do. And there's going to be a whole lot of cleaning on this. So you know what, guys? Let's give our friend Eddie a hand on this, and let's make this engine look just almost as pretty as the rest of the car that he's done one fine job on. See you guys in a few. Well, I'm going to call that one a wrap for tonight. Jeffrey came out and helped me tear some stuff down on this. Kind of the goal tonight was just to get, you know, valve covers, intake, water pump, all that type of stuff off of this. While we did it, as you can see, we got a lot of parts here. We bagged and tagged them. I'm not sure what I'm going to reuse yet, but I know we're going to end up getting a new water pump, new gaskets, of course, spark plugs, a bunch of different hardware and all that type of stuff. So kind of what's next on this, besides making a parts list, cleaning some stuff up, we're going to have to clean up this engine. But before that, we're going to do some inspection on this, check the valve train, just do a lot of different little checks on to make sure everything is fine. I can tell this motor doesn't have a whole lot of miles on it, but I want to make sure when this thing's back together that it's going to be fully operational and ready to rock and roll when we put it in that 68 Torino. So the next step is the dirty part, cleaning it all up, getting all the gasket material all taken care of, and getting it prepped for paint. Once it's ready to be painted, we'll tape everything off, paint it, let it sit, cure, cover it up, start ordering parts to get the rest of it done. So with that, guys, this is for that 68 Torino of my friend Eddie's that he's working on right now. Pretty soon, you're going to see this get a whole lot more work on it, and I really hope that this thing looks just as well as the rest of the car. With that, guys, we'll see you tomorrow.